should have been given some priority.
Meanwhile, a lucky escape for 3 people whose small van ran off the Hume Highway and overturned late yesterday afternoon. The impact was so violent the roof of the car was completely torn off. The occupants walked away suffering only minor injuries. Jodie Parry, Prime Local News. Saturday's accident has raised serious questions about safety aspects of sections of the Coolaman-Wagga Road. In this accident, 35-year-old Joseph Pridham died, and a second man was critically injured when their minivan ran out of control and crashed into a tree. The fatality was the second on this bend in the past 3 months. Transport operator Erwin Richter, who travels this road 3 to 4 times a week, told Prime News last night speed advisory signs need to be erected at this corner.
The actual bend itself is quite a sharp bend, really, and I believe that there should be some alignment done on it. I mean, the City Council have done much here in the past 12 months, beyond here that is, to upgrade this road. There are some really notorious bends beyond here that have been completely realigned, and I believe that this one should have been given some priority.
We've asked Wagga Mayor Peter Dale to look into Mr Richter's claims.
Now that it's been raised that there have been a number of accidents in that vicinity, and it was raised at Council's meeting last night by at least one councillor, and certainly supported by myself, that the appropriate council officers will be viewing that particular site. We'll be looking at what improvements immediately are necessary, which could involve the placement temporarily of warning signage.
The RTA says because it's a regional road, it's Council's responsibility, but they are interested and will look at it through their representative on the Traffic Committee. Meanwhile, one of the victims of this tragedy, a 30-year-old Wagga man, remains in Wagga Base Hospital in a critical condition. The man sustained serious head injuries and remains on a life support system in the hospital intensive care ward. And 2 members of a Melbourne band known as Numbskulls, whose minivan overturned near Tarcutta on Sunday, remain in hospital. One man sustained a broken hip and will remain in hospital for 2 weeks. The second sustained a broken nose and fractured kneecap. He's expected to be released tomorrow. The band was heading for a series of gigs in Brisbane. Sadly, they may not work for a while because all their musical equipment worth $15,000 was destroyed in this accident. Jodie Parry, Prime Local News.
Fucking stuff. Well, we should give him a moon, mate. Give Collie a moon, mate. Rock and roll, rock and roll. It's a big thing to you. It's so hands up and wait. Everybody smile. what I'm going